Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking back at every single character who has returned in the Pokemon anime. For example, Brock, who debuted in the original series and returned in future series like Advanced, Diamond and Pearl and Sun and Moon. But we're going to go over every single character, not just the main characters, not just the companions, all of them. So I hope you guys enjoy and be sure to subscribe and like for more Pokemon anime content. Starting us off, of course, we have Ash Ketchum, the first character we meet in the show, and he has returned in all 7 series as our main character. Misty, Ash's first ever companion, debuted in the original series. She returned in the Advanced series, and in Diamond and Pearl her Misty lore was shown. In Black and White she appeared in a flashback and a fantasy sequence right at the end, and then finally she returned in Sun and Moon on 2 separate occasions. Also a tiny fantasy sequence in Journeys. Professor Oak has appeared in every single series so far, just like Ash. Ash will often call him while on his journey. Just like Ash and Professor Oak, Delia Ketchum has also appeared in every single series, as expected, being the main character's mum. Gary Oak, Ash's first ever rival, debuted in the original series, returned in the Battle Frontier in Advanced, and then later appeared in Sinnoh in Diamond and Pearl, and he is due to return in Pokemon Journeys as well. Nurse Joy and Officer Jenny have both appeared in every single series alongside only a certain few characters. They both have a ton of family members, so it's not like we're seeing the exact same character twice, but I'm counting them because they're pretty much the same people. The Team Rocket trio, Jessie, James and Meowth, all 3 of them have appeared in the most episodes apart from Ash, and they of course have returned in every single series so far. Our second companion, Brock, debuting in the original series, he featured in Advanced and Diamond and Pearl until leaving Ash's side to become a Pokemon doctor. He appeared in a few forms in Black and White, in flashback episodes, in a special side episode, and in fantasy sequences. And then just like Misty, he returned on 2 occasions in Sun and Moon, and then the tiny fantasy sequence in Journeys as well. Brock's siblings, including Forest, have appeared in both the original series and Advanced. Misty's 3 sisters, the Sensational Sisters, Lily, Violet and Daisy, have only returned in fantasy sequences in Sun and Moon, but apart from this their only appearances have been in the original series and in Pokemon Chronicles. Lieutenant Surge, the 3rd Kanto gym leader, has reappeared in both Diamond and Pearl and more recently in Journeys. Both were flashback sequences though, but I wouldn't be surprised if he appeared again in the flesh in Journeys. Giovanni, the boss of Team Rocket, has appeared in every single series, as he's the boss of our main trio who appear in every series. He's often seen in contact with them, but we've also got a lot of good episodes with him. The famous Magikarp salesman, debuting in the original series, reappearing in Advanced, Diamond and Pearl, and then making a small cameo in Black and White. Please Journey, bring this legend back. Koga, the gym leader, reappears in a small flashback scene in Black and White. Jessie Bell, James's long lost fiancée, along with James's parents, both debut in the original series, and then they reappear in Diamond and Pearl with a very similar episode premise, also featuring James's beloved Pokemon Growly in both episodes. The legend himself, Todd Snap, he's never actually reappeared in any other series but the original series, but since Pokemon Snap is on its way, I thought I'd just give him a little shout out. The Rocket duo of Butch and Cassidy, they returned in both Advanced and Diamond and Pearl, but haven't returned since, which has really surprised me. A shout out to Meowsy, while she is just a Pokemon, she still has reappeared multiple times while Meowth has been thinking of her, both in Advanced and Diamond and Pearl. I'm not doing every single Pokemon because then the video would be about 50 hours long, but I thought this one was warranted for this video. Charles Goodshow, the head of the Pokemon League committee, he reappeared in both Advanced and Diamond and Pearl playing the same role. There sure is a theme starting here with characters disappearing after Diamond and Pearl. Richie, Ash's rival in the Indigo League, never reappeared in the main series other than in the original series, but he did appear again in Pokemon Chronicles. Tracy Sketchit hasn't appeared since Black and White, but other than that he appeared in every single series that came before. Wonder where he went. Casey from Johto reappeared in Pokemon Chronicles similar to Richie. Professor Elm hasn't appeared outside of the original series, but recently in Journeys we saw a picture of him on Cerise's lab monitor. Ash left his Charizard at the Charisific Valley with a character called Liza, who has only appeared in the flesh in the original series, but she has been mentioned a lot in advance and has also appeared in a flashback in Black and White. A double here, as both Morty and Whitney haven't returned since the original series, but they both do feature in a little fantasy image together at the Johto festival where Lyra talks about them. Sakura, one of the Kimono sisters, appeared in Johto but never came back in the main series, but however she did appear in Chronicles. Another Johto gym leader being Jasmine, who actually appeared in the flesh in Diamond and Pearl to promote the new remakes Heart Gold and Soul Silver. She actually has a battle with Flint, which was really cool and a unique way for her to return. The Cianwood gym leader Chuck, you already probably know this one quite well, but he featured again recently in Pokemon Journeys, returning to watch over Ash's battle with B. But other than that, he's also appeared in a fantasy sequence in Advanced, just before Ash battles Brawly. Dr. Namba of Team Rocket first appeared in Johto, he then reappeared in both Advanced and Chronicles, and then later once again in Diamond and Pearl, but hasn't been seen since, similar to Butch and Cassidy. The Suicune obsessed Ucine appeared in Johto, although not appearing in any other main series, he did appear in the Legend of Thunder saga in Chronicles. The man on the thumbnail, Lance, he debuted in Johto to take on Team Rocket, and then came back in Advance to take on Team Magma and Aqua, but then he disappeared for a whole 16 years before coming back recently in Journeys to take on Leon, and most likely will be returning again. The Dragon gym leader Claire had a pretty big role in the original series. She made an appearance in a picture in the Johto Festival just like Whitney and Morty, and then she returned in person in Black and White during the Decalore Islands, where they met a shiny Druddigon. But that's not all, she also appeared in a special episode where she actually battled Iris. In the Johto League there was a character called Jackson who Ash battled, who was also the same exact character who appeared in the Legend of Thunder episodes, only he was called Vincent in that, so it's the same guy just with two names. Finally, our next companion, May, she appeared in Advance to start us off, and then of course she returned in Diamond and Pearl for the Wallace Cup, but hasn't been seen since other than in a fantasy sequence in Black and White. Professor Birch is actually a really interesting one, as he debuts in the original series after Harrison tells Ash about him and Hoenn, and then obviously he appears throughout Advance, and also appears in X and Y where Sawyer is talking about him, so he gets two different trainers mention him, which is pretty neat. Max, similar to May, has appeared in Diamond and Pearl, he's seen watching her on the Wallace Cup battle, and then also in the same fantasy sequence in Black and White. Norman and Caroline, May's parents, have only appeared in Advanced and Diamond and Pearl, where they're also seen watching May's battle in the Wallace Cup. Stephen Stone, the man who appeared more in X and Y than in his own series. He only had one episode in Advance, and then he returned for the Mega Evolution specials and in X and Y itself. It was awesome to see him return to promote Auras, but I wish he did more in Advance. Drew, similar to May's family, can be seen watching her at the Wallace Cup in Diamond and Pearl. Mr. Sukizo, Raul Contesta, and one of the announcers, whether it's Vivian, Lillian or whoever, all appear in both Advanced and Diamond and Pearl. The Pokemon Mystery Club, Ken and Mary, are a weird group fascinated with Pokemon from out of space. They first appear in the original series and return for an episode in Advanced as well. They're kinda like a rip-off Team Rocket. I always found their appearances quite interesting. Just like Drew, Harley is seen watching May in the Wallace Cup as well. The final gym leader for Hoenn, Juan, randomly appears in a flashback in Diamond and Pearl, which was cool. The Frontier Brains all appear in a flashback in Diamond and Pearl, obviously after having their own separate episodes in Advance. All except Brandon, that is, who appears once again in Diamond and Pearl, sweeping the floor with Paul, and I'm betting on him to return again. On to Diamond and Pearl, and of course we have Dawn, who did return for the Black and White series, and since the Diamond and Pearl remakes are upon us, I'm sure we'll see her again very soon. Cynthia, the champion of Sinnoh, just like Dawn, returns in Black and White, where Dawn is staying in her villa. Solana from the Pokemon Ranger games showed up in both Advanced and Diamond and Pearl. Her main involvement was in Hoenn, and then in Diamond and Pearl she helped out with the Riolu situation. Wallace at the time of Diamond and Pearl was Hoenn champion, and he appeared during the Wallace Cup arc. He never returned in person, but he did appear in a fantasy sequence in Black and White when Dawn says she's going to go and compete in another Wallace Cup. and then later in X and Y it's confirmed that he is no longer the champion, as Steven Stone is now the champion. We have the friendly lunchboxed policeman Looker, who appears in Diamond and Pearl and returns in Black and White, both times involved in an evil team plotline. It's a real shame that he never returned again, especially in Sun and Moon. It would have been great to see him there. Debuting at the end of Diamond and Pearl, Matori of Team Rocket has returned quite a few times, mainly as a background character in both Black and White and X and Y, but then in Sun and Moon she did a fair bit, bringing her Matori Matrix to Alola, and then returning with them once again in Journeys. Moving on to Black and White, we have Iris. Although she is yet to appear in another series, it's confirmed she will be returning in Pokémon Journeys. The other Black and White companion, however, has yet to appear again as well in a main series, but he has appeared in a special X and Y episode where he met Clemon and Bonnie. So an interesting one here being Alexa, debuting near the end of Black and White to promote the X and Y games. She actually travelled to Kalos with Ash, which made for a nice change. And then she of course appears throughout the X and Y series, and that is it for the Black and White series. Iris and Alexa and kind of Silent, they really need to give the Black and White characters some more love, especially the gym leaders. Onto X and Y, Diantha, the Kalos champion, hasn't returned in person, but she is seen on a magazine cover that Jessie is reading in Journeys. Karina, who debuts and plays a massive role in X and Y, returns in Journeys to battle Ash once again, along with the Mega Evolution guru Gherkin, who appears in both series as well. In Sun and Moon we have a bunch of returns, as you all know, as we got a whole episode dedicated to Alola in Journeys. Characters returning were Lana, Kiawe, Sophocles, Mallow, Kukui, Burnett and Rotomdex. And of course Lily and Gladion appeared despite not being in Alola at the time. There was also a photo of Lusamine, Wick, Faber and Hobbs, but they don't appear in the flesh. And then there's of course the baby Lay. Although he didn't appear in the flesh in Sun and Moon, Burnett was pregnant with him right at the end, which was some awesome continuity. And that is pretty much every character. A small side note, in episode 18 of Journeys we get a shot of all the Kanto gym leaders, so technically all of them have some sort of appearance in Journeys, and that is every single return we've had in the Pokemon anime. Of course I may have missed someone, be sure to let me know if I have, but the video was really great to make. It made me realise how much things have changed since the original series. Most of the character returns are characters who came from the original series or Advance. There's a clear pattern from Diamond and Pearl onwards that barely any of the characters return, especially the gym leaders, and especially gym leaders from Black and White and X and Y. So let's hope they all get their chance to return. But this was so much fun to make, and I really hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please like the video, share it and all that good stuff. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.